Now, in room 412, life and death hung in the balance, and the only thing that mattered were the steady compressions of Destiny's capable hands on Margaret Lancaster's chest, keeping her heart beating one more minute, one more second, while the universe prepared to unveil its greatest twist yet. The code lasted 17 minutes. 17 minutes, during which Destiny Williams performed perfect chest compressions, called out medications, and fought to keep Margaret Lancaster's heart beating. 17 minutes that would later seem like both an eternity and an instant. Return of spontaneous circulation, someone called out. We have a pulse. Destiny stepped back, her scrubs damp with sweat, her arms aching. She watched as Margaret's chest rose and fell with shallow but steady breaths, aided by the ventilator they'd had to insert. Timothy Lancaster stood pressed against the wall, his face ashen, the letter still tucked away in his breast pocket, its revelations temporarily forgotten in the rush to save his mother's life. She's stable, Destiny reported, updating the chart with precise clinical notes about the code. But she'll need constant monitoring. I'm staying with her. Timothy opened his mouth as if to object, then closed it again. Whatever prejudices his mother had instilled in him, they seemed insignificant in the face of what he'd just witnessed. This woman he'd been prepared to reject had just fought to save his mother's life with a determination that left him speechless. What he didn't know was that Destiny's hands, still slightly trembling from the exertion of the code, had once belonged to someone else. But we'll get to that story soon enough. The next 12 hours passed in a blur of vital sign checks, medication adjustments, and careful monitoring. Destiny barely left room 412, taking her breaks in short shifts when other nurses could cover. She knew that these first hours after a code were crucial, and despite Margaret Lancaster's earlier rejection, Destiny was determined to provide the best care possible. It was during one of these monitoring sessions, as the winter sun set outside the hospital windows, that Timothy Lancaster finally spoke to her directly. "Why did you do it?" he asked, his voice rough with exhaustion. Destiny looked up from the chart she was reviewing. "Do what?" "Fight so hard to save her. After the way she treated you." A small smile played at the corners of Destiny's mouth. "Mr. Lancaster, I didn't become a nurse to save only the people who are kind to me." Timothy's hand moved unconsciously to his breast pocket, where the letter waited like a time bomb. "No, I suppose